Is it
No,
good? All right.
okay je.
Okay, we are ready. Wait. Um. Okay. Uh. But we don't have anyone to record. Can we have like Haris?
Haris, are you there, Haris? Okay, he gives a thumbs up.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Can we start?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello and Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Miss Nur Ifa and also our fellow group mates, our fellow classmates. Today, I am Nur Jasmin binti Norhan.
And I am Fauziah binti Muhammad Arsli.
And today our presentation will be titled Malaysia's Unemployment Rate. Purpose.
Okay. So the purpose of our topic is to discuss the overall unemployment rate in Malaysia after the COVID-19 and to identify the causes of the unemployment rate.
Okay, so during the COVID-19 pandemic, many of us saw firsthand on how the COVID-19 impacted the people around us. Some of our own family members, our own relative, and even our friends working in hospitality and also retail lost their jobs or even had their working hour reduced. So this made us realize how big the COVID-19 impact us in everyday life in Malaysia. So based on the data that we have obtained from microtrends and trading economics, Malaysia's unemployment rate increased in 2020 during the pandemic. However, it shows a positive sign in 2020 where it decreased to around 3%, showing signs of improvement. However, the data that we have obtained from Department of Statistics Malaysia, DOSM, showed that youth aged around 15 to 30 still face higher unemployment rate compared to our own national average. So I think this is why this study is important for us to look at the both overall and also the youth unemployment to better understand how COVID-19 actually impacts us and our labour market. Next, Malaysia, as I said before, we had faced one of like the biggest crises in history, which is the pandemic, and it has brought like major challenges to workers, employers, and also the entire economy. For example, like the small companies, they have gone through like bankruptcy, they have to close their business and everything. But through this crisis, we also like witness the importance of our own government support, like financial aid, and also our people resilience and the need to for us to adapt to new challenges. So this experience strengthened our understanding of how important stable employment is, especially during those crucial times. And COVID-19 has impacted us in a very bad ways, uh, with like from many perspectives. For like number one, there are so many high number job of losses. So many people got laid off from their job. And next one, we had people having their working hours reduced. People lose their income security, and also there's disruption across many industries. The industries that I will mention, like tourism, hospitality, retail, and manufacturing. These sectors were like most affected during the COVID-19 time. But however, the government introduced wage subsidies and also financial aid, and with this help from our government, it helps to decrease our Malaysian unemployment rate to 3.3% in 2024. Next.
Next is the central idea. So this study focused on raising awareness about the significant impact of COVID-19 pandemic on Malaysia's labour market, particularly the rise in overall and youth unemployment. So it's emphasized how many individuals, especially young people, face difficulty in securing stable work during this challenging period. Additionally, the study highlight the socio-economic consequence experienced by Malaysian families, including job losses, reduced working hours, and income insecurity. By understanding this issue, we can better appreciate the importance of stronger support system and effective policies to help the nation recover and build a more resilient workforce.
Okay, so this is our first analysis. This is the first chart, which is a bar chart titled Overall Unemployment Trend from 2017 until 2024. So this bar chart, if you guys are with me, we can see that the trend from 2017 until 2019, we actually hit the very lowest unemployment rate in 2019. And after we have done our a bit of our reading, we found out like in 2019 we had very strong domestic demand at that time, which means that people do actually spend more of their income supporting local business. So that means that a lot of business grow, and when those business grow, they actually hire a lot more people. So that makes in 2019 we actually do have like one of the lowest unemployment rate, but which is it is the lowest, which is 3% to 3.5%. But unfortunately, right after we had a very successful moment, the pandemic actually hit us in 2020, which rose the unemployment rate sharply to 4.5% to 4.7%, where a lot of people actually lose their job because they got laid off and etc. And after the pandemic subsided and the economy do improve, the unemployment rate actually decreased to 3.8% in 2024. Yes.
Okay, next, I will be explaining about the bar chart that compares the reason for being outside the labour force in Malaysia between July and August 2020. So this chart shows three main categories: housework or family responsibilities, schooling or training, and the last one is others. So if you can look from the data, we can see that the two biggest reasons for not participating in the labour force were housework and family responsibility, as well as schooling or training. So this reason made up the largest share in both months. Okay, for housework and family responsibility, the percentage increased from 41.7% in July to 45.4% in August. So this rise suggests that more people were staying home to manage domestic duties, possibly because of school closure and family members needing extra care during the pandemic. So schooling or training also show an increase, rising from 38.4% to 42.4%. So this may be because uh, sorry because many students continue studying online and some choose to focus on education or upskilling instead of entering the job market during uncertain economic conditions. And the others category recorded only a slight change, increasing from 15.9% to 16.2%, showing that the other reasons such as retirement or personal health remain quite stable. So the overall chart shows a small but meaningful rise in non-participation in the labour force. So this trend is likely influenced by the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused many people to prioritize household responsibility and education during this period. So next is the conclusion. So in conclusion, Malaysia unemployment rate has improved a lot since the pandemic and is now around the low 3% level. So this showed that our labour market is getting stronger. However, youth unemployment is still much higher, which means young people are not benefiting as much from this recovery. So because of that, government, school, and employers need to focus on helping young people develop better skill and find good job opportunities. So that's all from us. So question and answers session.
Do you have any question from anyone?
I want to ask,
Yes.
what strategy should the Malaysian government implement to reduce unemployment?
So the question is how the government, what is the strategy of the government, right, to reduce unemployment? That is a very good question. So what comes to my mind when you say the initiative of our own government is that if you guys have heard before, um, the government actually emphasizes the needs of TVET. If you guys have heard technical pendidikan vocational and everything, they actually emphasize the the importance and also the benefit of our youth joining TVET, because when you are studying TVET, it you can gain the knowledge while also you can gain the skills of doing something, which makes your worth which make you more worthy in the eye of employers. So that makes more employer do like want to hire you. So that actually can help to lower the unemployment rate. But other than that, I have heard that our own government actually gave incentive to employers that hire TVET graduates. So I think that is one of strategy that our government can help to reduce the unemployment rate in Malaysia. Do I answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you. Do we have any other question?
Can I ask?
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys think the unemployment rate will improve in the next few years? Why or why not?
Uh, for me, I think it's a yes, because the unemployment rate in Malaysia will likely to improve in the next few years, because now the economy is more recovering and more business are reopening, and I think the government is providing support to create more jobs. But it may still take some time, because some industry are slow to recover and not everyone has the skill needed for new job. Is it answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. Okay, considering the rise of artificial intelligence, AI, all around the world, kan, how do you think the rise of AI is affecting job opportunities in Malaysia today? Because you are talking about unemployment rate and people are, a little bit panic lah. With the growth of AI ni kan, because they said robot will take over our job one day. So how do you think the rise of AI ni is affecting job opportunities in Malaysia today?
So from my own perspective with I believe that for us to build up the system, the AI, we have to like give them, we have to teach the system for the AI to function. So I don't think like the rise of AI actually makes the unemployment rate higher. But I do believe that the rise of AI actually transition our our lifestyle now is like more like different from traditional. Like maybe I would say like in the future, if the rise of AI is actually very 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 known in Malaysia, I think like more people will get hired in a, I feel like, coding department. So I don't think like the rise in AI will make the unemployment rate higher.
I see. Okay, I see your points. Okay, the thing is, maybe some field, usually like macam technology no one lah, like the computer engineering, data kan, um, those stuff maybe it will be such a big help for you guys, to those who are involved in certain field. But then, if those who works in a factory kan, they might get replaced with AI. And by now pun, not factory, but when you are using the plus lekas tool kan, okay, you can see lah, right now we have the RFID, smart tag. So there used to be people there, but then with the presence of technology, we no longer need that kind of people. So, in certain field, yes, okay, it will help with their work, but in another field, maybe it will lead to unemployment lah, to those people. Okay, so there's always pros and cons actually. Okay, tak ada yang kalah, tak ada yang menang. Alright, okay, thank you. Alright, so this is my comment to your group. Okay, so I really like it when you start strong with a very fluent and good passing of the introduction. Okay, kudos to you, because I can tell that you have a good, use a very good verbal. Okay, the tone and also your eye contact, and then the way that you elaborate the points. I can see that you are pretty apa orang kata, confident lah. You are pretty confident with your topic. And then one more thing that I would like to praise you is your slide. You are using a very striking slides kan, but you can still balance it with the good colors. Okay, so I think yang tu pun macam caught my eyes instantly. And then you are using a good connectors, linkers, and then some of the words that might show a comparison, like unfortunately, kan? You use that in your presentation, which is nice. Okay, nicely done. Okay, so thank you to both of you.
Thank you, Miss.
All right, welcome. So can I have group 2